So tonight, we are finding out who the new companion for RTD2 and Ncuti Gatwa is going to be. And surprisingly, there's quite a lot to talk about. But what do we know? Well, tonight, on Children in Need, they're going to announce who the new companion is. Many interesting things actually just come from like the little nuggets we've been given so far. Obviously, this is just speculation, but it's companion that's been said, not companions. Which obviously heavily implies we're getting a single companion for RTD2. Because I feel like RTD is really going to want to do something new and interesting with this era, I really wouldn't be surprised if we get kind of like maybe like a Captain Jack type character, or like a River Song type character during the era, but this implies we are getting one main companion. Which I think I'm totally fine with. In Modern Who, we've experimented with having one companion, and we've experimented with having TARDIS teams. Certainly, as Series 11 and 12 kind of prove, having 3 didn't work, having 2 has kind of worked, but I feel like it's been most successful when we've just had 1. So therefore, there just being one companion does have me excited. So why is this announcement happening now? Well, likely because filming is scheduled to start around December, and this likely means they have to announce this. Like Russell has said, he's trying not to announce things unless he actively has to. Which also implies we might be getting some public filming, we might be able to see some stuff, and we might be able to really get some maybe like some set photos, see what the vibe of Series 14 is quite early. Which, as Series 14 feels quite a long way away, that is exciting. I also really like that the announcement is happening on Children in Need. So while it hasn't happened a lot recently, Doctor Who used to have a really big presence on Red Nose Day and Children in Need. I know those are quite British things, so if you don't understand what they are, basically they're just big TV charity events in the UK. I'm not sure if they're worldwide or not, actually. The fact that RTD might be, thinking about them again going forward is a great thing. Not only because it helps to support the charities, like in recent years, those events have gotten less exciting. Now, if they've got maybe Doctor Who back involved in them a little bit, it might raise more money. And also, I think it's good to try and get hype out of these announcements. Like he's been doing with a lot of his like 2 hearts and an emoji stuff on Instagram and things like that. He's been doing a very good job of hyping up his era and building anticipation. I remember when like the fam got announced, like the 3 companions for Series 11 got announced, and it was just a photo of them, and you're there like, we can do more with this. So I'm really glad, because this just continues to prove RTD knows how to promote the show, and Doctor Who's gonna become massive again, and that's so cool. So let's talk about who it could be. Who might the companion be? Well, there's been big speculation that Yasmin Finney, who's going to be playing the character of Rose, not Rose Tyler, likely Donna's daughter, is going to be in the 60th anniversary. She might be involved in the show going forward, but I don't think she's the companion. The big reason for this is we know in September they actively held auditions. Obviously, filming for the 60th had already taken place, or was ongoing at least, and she had already auditioned. Therefore, she's not going to have to audition again. Therefore, they're clearly, long story short, auditioning for a new character to become the companion. Now, I don't really know how to feel about this, mainly because I haven't watched Yasmin Finney's big show, which is Heartstopper, so I don't know if we've lost out on what could have been a fantastic companion, or if I'm just excited for, Yasmin Finney to get the spotlight and then someone else to become the companion. I quite liked it when RTD cycled through companions a little bit quicker. For example, both RTD and Moffat had the same amount of companions, but RTD went through them in 4 seasons compared to 6. Don't know, I quite like experiencing more companions. Now, I know one of the things people have really wanted to see is a sex education co-star of Ncuti's jumping on board the TARDIS to join him. I know previously I suggested, for example, Tanya Reynolds, who plays Lily. I think that would be a really cool TARDIS team. But I also really don't think that will happen. Mainly because, from a business perspective, it doesn't make sense. Because, as RTD has mentioned, he knows about headlines and he wants to almost control them. Not in a negative way, just in he wants to make sure Doctor Who press is good press. And I feel like it would be very odd press, to say the least, to make Doctor Who Season 14 a sex education TARDIS team specifically. I wouldn't be surprised if Ncuti mentions certain actors to, like, guest star, say, oh, imagine if we get, like, Gillian Anderson to come in as a villain. That would be amazing. I think a TARDIS team that is just 2 actors from Sex Education plonked into Doctor Who wouldn't come across very well. Are there some actors in that show that would work really well? Yes, completely. Do I think overall in terms of press that would work? No, and I don't think Russell would do it. Apart from that, there are no real hints as to really who this could be. I mean, for all we know, this could be a complete no-name, well, not no-name, but like this could be an actor who really doesn't have much experience, and that is also cool. What I am going to try and do is tonight I'm going to try and make a video when the companion is announced and we can fully talk about, you know, all that they've done and what I think they could bring to the role. If you want to see me speculate on loads of other names, you can click the video here because I speculated on a load of other names. So if you want that type of video, you've got it.